What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Redefined.
We are redefining relationships righteously.
Yeah.
In most of our videos, we strive to be pretty practical and use practical truths. But the topic of submission is not practical, it's biblical.
Submission is something that's very touchy, but very necessary to talk about.
From a female perspective, a lot of women nowadays have the mentality that they don't need a man. I drive my own car, I make my own money, I have my own job, I have my own house. Who runs the world? Girls. Okay? Ladies, that's the wrong type of mentality to have. That mentality stems from a generation of women that have taught their daughters to be this independent woman. Make your own money. Get yours. You don't need no man. You don't need to rely and depend on no man. Don't let no man run over you or walk over you. You make your own money and do your own thing. Sometimes, honestly, it's from a place of protection. They want to protect their daughters from men that walk all over them. But oftentimes, it stems from a place of hurt. Mothers have been hurt. Grandmothers have been hurt. And so they pass it on to their daughters because they don't want their daughters to be hurt like they were. And then a generation of women are birthed, or a generation of women are rising up that don't know how to be submissive to a man. They're too independent.
And on the male side of that, we're just kind of like, we want a woman who can cook, clean, give us babies, give us as much sex as we want, take care of all the children. I'm the man in the house. I run this. I wear the big draws. I don't have to submit. You have to submit.
And there's a dangerous cycle going on nowadays where mothers are not teaching their daughters how to be wives or even how to submit to a husband.
And for the son, many times he doesn't even know his daddy. There's no father in the home. Or if there is, the father is not intentionally and strategically teaching his son how to be a husband, how to be a man. You're a male at birth. You become a man by choice. You can be 40 years old and still a little boy.
Ooh, stay right there.
No, we getting off topic. We're gonna come back to that one day, one future episode. So we want to break down how submission should look in marriage. There's God, the husband, the wife, and then the children, the babies.
And the husband, he submits to God first, and then he submits to his wife.
And the wife submits to God first, and then the husband.
Right.
The children and the babies, they submit to everybody up top. Okay, God, daddy, mama, nobody submits to them.
No.
Okay, they don't get no privileges.
No.
They just submit to everybody above them.
Right.
All right, that's submission. God, husband, wife, children. That's the order. This is critical. You have to get this. The husband and the wife submit to God first. Okay, male and female submit to God first. Now, husbands, it's gonna be pretty hard for a woman to submit to you, and you're not submitted yourself. Husbands, you set the tone in marriage. Don't be tone deaf. Tweet that. That's good, ain't it? That'll preach right there. You'll get that on the way home.
And ladies, it's going to be hard for you to submit if you are not submitted to Christ yourself.
Say that.
And brothers, don't marry a woman like that. If she's not going to submit to Christ, if she's not going to respect Christ, if she's not going to listen to Christ, then she's not going to listen to you, she's not going to respect you, and she's not going to submit to you.
This is why it's important that both parties must be submitted to Christ, okay? Especially before marriage, all right? We stated this before. Marriage is a God-made institution. So for marriage to work, God must be in the institution. You can't expect to have a good marriage if you're trying to remove godly principles out, okay? This is a God institution. He put these principles in marriage because he knows they work. Ephesians 5 breaks this down, specifically verses 21 and down. This is why it's critical to make sure that you do have a man that is submitted to God first himself. Because if he's submitted to God, he's also submitted to you, which means he'll never abuse his position as the head. He'll never abuse his position as the authority, but he's always loving you like Christ loves the church. And Christ sacrificed tremendously for his bride and is continuously serving his bride. That's the obligation of a husband. It's not a dictatorship.
Ladies, this is not submission. I bow down to your every command, whatever you want. Every wish is my command.
Submission does not look like this.
Ever since I was born, I've been trained to serve you.
What do you like to do?
Whatever you like.
What kind of music do you like?
Whatever kind of music you like.
What is your favorite food?
Whatever food you like.
That's not submission. That's like a robot. No godly man wants a robot.
Because ladies, remember, it's not going to be hard for you to submit to your husband.
It's not.
If he is submitted to God and you are submitted to God.
And we are submitted to each other.
Right.
The husband submitted to the wife as well. Ladies, A wife is her husband's crown, either a royal crown or a crown of thorns. Oh, y'all don't hear me up in here today. Tweet that. Hold on. Don't get us twisted. We are not saying that you have to submit to any man. You are not obligated to submit to your boyfriend, your brother, your cousin, none of that. Submission is for the confounds of marriage. Until this man has made you his wife, you have walked your happy self down the aisle, he has put a ring on your finger, and both of y'all have said, I do, you don't have to submit to him. No man has authority over you unless he's like your father, your grandfather, or your husband. That's how God orchestrated it. And authority, don't get that word twisted.
Right.
Authority doesn't mean my way or the highway. It's more of a leading authority, loving authority, comforting authority, serving authority,
right.
Protecting authority.
Ooh, yeah.
For example, like one time my wife was out late and was gonna stop at the store and get groceries. I told her I didn't want her to stop at the store and get groceries. It's crazy people out there at night. So we come to a common ground and we submit to each other. Either A, you come with me and we go to the store together. B, I give you the grocery list and you go to the store, which is not really a wise idea because I'm probably gonna get the wrong thing. The toilet paper that's real rough. Or C, just go tomorrow when the sun is up.
And ladies, it's not that you're not capable of going to the grocery store by yourself or doing things on your own. But men are protectors. And as a husband, all he wants to do is protect his wife. So don't get an attitude with him when he says, hey, I don't want you to be out at night. He just wants you to be safe, okay? And just come under submission and understand that your husband loves you, wants to protect you, and not try to control your every move.
And appreciate those things.
Yeah.
Appreciate what you have, or what you have could turn into what you had. Oh, y'all don't hear me up in here today. Tweet. Y'all already know. Tweet that. Submission shows our love for God. Jesus says, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. And that's what we're doing. We're loving him and we're loving our spouse by submitting to one another. The man submitting to the woman and the woman submitting to the man. It's not about a feeling.
Love is not a feeling.
At all.
People that get married because they think love is a feeling end up divorcing when they're not feeling it anymore.
She's preaching, y'all. She's preaching. She holding it down. I got one. Divorcing your spouse because you fell out of love with them is like selling your car because it ran out of gas. That hits you on the way home. You'll just be driving and just like, oh! So anyway, I hope you remember all those things. Submission is not practical, it's biblical.
Biblical.
So we kind of had to take this route, and there's still a whole lot of stuff we didn't cover. But we pray that this episode blesses you.
Yeah.
Until we meet next week, we are redefined.
Where we are redefining relationships righteously.